What I love about skin and what has kept me interested all these years is that everybody's skin is endlessly and infinitely different while telling me the same few things over and over and over. And these are my discoveries. The first thing to understand is that there has been no significant advancements in almost 100 years within what has become the conventional corrective method of treating skin. Whether it's a simple phenol peel that became popular in the 1920s or a fancy high-tech laser, they are essentially the same. They each inflict damage to the skin, which results in an anxiety-ridden burst of new skin cells. On the other wing of skincare, the European natural approach is identical to what the Egyptians were up to. These methods are also essentially the same. Natural ingredients, minimal exfoliation, enzymes, and the aim to nourish while being very, very gentle with the skin. These are all characteristics of both eras. The next thing to understand is that these two camps didn't get it wrong. They are just incomplete. The beautiful and exciting future of skincare is about combining their best parts. A pioneering skin specialist, Dr. Ben Johnson, published research and developed a unique product about 10 years ago that merged these two opposing styles. What if we could penetrate natural nutrients instead of trauma to gain the production of new skin cells? What if we understood the layers of our skin and the simple dynamics between them? This is where the future is, and this is also available now as dermal remodeling. The first fact to know is that the traumatic events from microdermabrasion, dermabrasion, chemical peels, irritating topical vitamin A creams, and lasers, no matter how fancy or high-tech, really do take a substantial toll on our skin. My experience is that they ironically contribute to aging skin. Basically, the old paradigm of harm to heal is being replaced with restore to heal. I'm going to explain why this is true. The thick living dermis is responsible for manufacturing the dead epidermis above it. If this deeper layer is overexercised, it will begin to thin at even a faster rate than the 1% a year after age 25. It is the equivalent of asking your skin to run marathons without food and water. The constant miles of emergency repair eventually depletes this vital layer. We now have the ability to exercise the dermis with bioavailable nutrients. We can get the benefits of incredible new skin cell production, but without thinning our dermis. You see, by increasing the food supply to this layer, we can fortify and preserve the vitality long term instead. Simultaneously, we can also benefit from the surplus of new skin cells that replace the epidermis at a faster rate. Simply put, we no longer have to take a step backwards to go forward. This method makes it possible for profound healing to occur from deep within the dermis, and that would otherwise not be possible. Sustainable increased cell turnover has a much longer list of benefits than trauma-based increased cell turnover. I've identified several key factors that contribute to the deep healing we are all craving, not only for our skin, but for our lives and entire bodies. We need to get our blood moving in a way that delivers more oxygen, but without adding inflammation. Any longevity expert will tell you that inflammation is synonymous to aging. Simply put, stimulation, yes; inflammation, no. Our skin craves water. It activates life-positive sequences. The effects of optimal hydration is nutrient metabolism, diminished fine lines, balanced oil production, and the ability to expel congestion while preventing it altogether. In addition, much of our skin's hypersensitivity is rooted in chronic topical dehydration. Yes, water is life. Our skin requires protection. We can provide this in several ways. First, by allowing the protective acid mantle of our skin to remain intact by applying an oil-rich moisturizer and participating minimally with exfoliants. Secondly, use a natural sunscreen and say no to the procedures I mentioned earlier and their products, including benzoyl peroxide. The toxins as congestion that are trapped in our skin must be given a safe passage out, an escape route, so to speak. We must remember that our skin, in essence, is an eliminative organ, and without the support it needs, it can often become overburdened. Something exciting worth mentioning is that dermal remodeling actively works towards preventing and reversing the precursors for sun cancer. Another important piece worth highlighting is that the formula for moist skin involves the balance of both water and oil. There are no substitutes for these two basic components. The quick summary is that this method creates a healing crisis that ultimately delivers deeply vibrant and clear skin that ages much more slowly. I have put together a simplified map of dermal remodeling. It's helpful to see what 4 major things our skin wants most and how and why they work together. The last bit of information I want to share with you is something that our healing equations must take more seriously. Undeniable scientific research points to how we can no longer assume that what we eat or apply is being made usable in ways that are helpful. My aim is to increase your skin IQ so you can enjoy skin health you never knew was possible. This old industry standard that is based on chemicals and trauma is going extinct. Find out more how you can misbehave beautifully with dermal remodeling.